Hello, and welcome to the virtual information session for the Mary Gates Endowment for Student Scholarships. Over the next couple of videos, we'll share with you some key information that will be helpful in understanding what our scholarship is, who it's intended for, and ultimately decide if it's a great fit for you. Some of the content we'll discuss includes our team and our team mission, the eligibility requirements and award details, who mentors are, the leadership scholarship, the research scholarship, and then also talking about the application essay and advising opportunities to be successful in the application process. My name is Edgar Quiros. I'm the graduate student intern here at the Mary Gates Endowment for Students office, and I work alongside our assistant director, Olivia Alviero. You'll find our emails here on the screen, so feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. We're also part of the larger Office of Merit Scholarships, Fellowships, and Awards team, also known as the OMSFA team. And this is led by our director, Robin Chang. But feel free to reach out to any of the colleagues here on the screen. They're more than happy to help you navigate other scholarship opportunities or financial aid opportunities that are available to you as an undergraduate student here at the University of Washington. Before we dive into the scholarships that we offer, it's important to recognize the history behind the endowment. It was established by Bill and Melinda Gates in 1995 to honor the memory of Bill's mother, Mary Maxwell Gates. The Mary Gates Endowment provides scholarships to support and enrich undergraduate students' learning. The research scholarships enable students from a wide range of disciplines to deepen their involvement and work with faculty on research, curricular design, the creative arts, and other forms of scholarly endeavors. The leadership scholarships are designed to foster students' growth as leaders by supporting them to pursue a challenge or project, often focused on public service in the community or here on campus. We also have a guiding mission. The Mary Gates Endowment for Students supports University of Washington undergraduates to become independent learners and community leaders. We encourage students' development of creative, courageous ideas and efforts. Mary Gates Scholars also act with integrity, value inclusivity, and impact the world through innovation and service. And to pursue this mission, we always carry 4 key values with us. Those are exploration, community investment, opportunity, and impact. Ultimately, we envision a time when every UW student can imagine becoming a Mary Gates Scholar. That is, someone who is engaged as a citizen, leader, scholar, and mentor, and also honoring the legacy of Mary Maxwell Gates and her family. So that being said, what types of funding do we offer? Well, we offer 2 main scholarships, the Leadership Scholarship and the Research Scholarship. First, the Leadership Scholarship really encourages undergraduate students to develop their leadership abilities through practical experience, personal reflection, and community with mentors and peers. Here, you're expected to articulate your own understanding of leadership, what you want to learn, and how you think the activity you have chosen will support those learning goals. On the other hand, we have the Research Scholarship. This is a competitive scholarship intended to enhance the educational experience of undergraduate students while they are engaged in research guided by faculty. We hope that with Research Scholarships, students may focus more attention and time deepening their inquiry into a discipline or project with a reduced financial burden. Students receive research scholarships to pursue research in a variety of disciplines, even those that stem out of traditional fields like science, technology, engineering, and others alike. We also have applications every autumn and winter, so feel free to return throughout different cycles, depending on your need, and drive for either a leadership or research experience. To get you thinking about what you can do with the funding and the benefits that come with the Mary Gates Endowment, we have some sample titles for projects undertaken by leadership scholars and also research scholars. For recent leadership project titles, we have UW-Tacoma Innovation Center Lobbying, Connecting Dentists to Combat Veterans to Innovative Marketing Solutions, Diversifying Chemistry Education at UW, and many others. On the research side, titles have included the relationship between wildfire and the cascading impacts of predators on plants, using continuous measure to study children's gender identity, military justice in Chile, exploring its ongoing violation of the American Convention on Human Rights, and so forth. As you can see, students can really explore any topic of their choice, whether it's for a leadership scholarship or a research scholarship. Now let's transition into discussing some of the eligibility requirements and the details of the award itself. First, we really want to highlight that this is open to all UW undergraduate students and includes all three of our campuses. So whether you're a student at Seattle, Bothell, or Tacoma, you're more than welcome to apply. This also includes all class years, all majors, and all residency statuses, meaning that international students and undocumented students are also eligible to apply. The only requirement is that you are enrolled full-time at the university and that during the award period you are actively pursuing a bachelor's degree. The award itself will total $5,000 and it will be split evenly between 2 quarters with $2,500 each. This award is really meant to be an opportunity for you to cover educational expenses, personal needs, or anything that will be helpful to you. In other words, these are unrestricted funds and don't necessarily need to be spent in your project unless you'd like to do so. Students may also earn multiple Mary Gay scholarships by coming back throughout different cycles. So if you want to do a research scholarship in the next cycle and then a different type of scholarship the following cycle, that is totally okay. The only limitation is that you cannot receive 2 scholarships on the same quarter. Students also, by becoming a Mary Gay Scholar, will join a community of mentors, scholars, and alumni that is ever growing. If awarded, you will also be required to present your findings. For the Leadership Scholarship, you will be required to present at the Spring Celebration event. And for research, you'll be required to present at the Undergraduate Research Symposium. You also should be planning to maintain full-time enrollment during the quarters of award. Also, please note that receiving this award may impact your financial aid package. So please check in with the Office of Student Financial Aid to make sure that there's enough room for you to receive this award. The Mary Gay Endowment also reserves the right to adjust total award amounts based upon approval from financial aid, the funds available, and to promote parity among awardees. Now, what are those application components? Here on the screen, you'll see the main components that we require for all applicants. First, you'll have a biographical and contact information section, which if you are logged in with your UW ID, it should automatically be filled. Next, you'll be asked to insert your project title, a 50-word description, the dates of involvement, and as well as hours per week that you plan to engage in the project. Next, you'll select your preference for the 2 quarters of award. As a reminder, you have the option to select 2 of any of the following 3 quarters to receive your award. So if you're, for example, awarded is in the fall cycle, you'll have the choice of selecting 2 quarters from winter, spring, and summer. Also, make sure that you plan to be enrolled and actively engaged in your leadership or research activity during the quarters that you'll be awarded. For letters of recommendation, we will require you to insert your mentor name and email address. After you do so, they will receive an automated email where they will be able to insert and upload their recommendation letter. The last components will include the unofficial transcript, where you'll simply check a box letting us or giving us permission to access your record, and then uploading your essay in a PDF format. More information on the essay in the following sections. Now, it's also very important to discuss who you should be considering to be your mentor. So who are mentors? Mentors are UW faculty members or other professional community leaders that will be supporting you in your project. There is slightly different requirements for research and leadership applicants. On the one hand, for research, they must be a UW-affiliated faculty member that is the primary mentor and the person who writes your letter of recommendation. You also have the option to designate a secondary mentor which could be a postdoc or graduate student, and they will be able to write a secondary letter of recommendation. For the submission itself, the primary and secondary mentor are able to upload independently, or they can write a quote written letter and be submitted through the portal of the primary faculty mentor. For leadership applicants, you may only designate one mentor, but have more flexibility on who this mentor could be. So it could be a site supervisor, a project leader, or other community leader that will be supporting you. For the mentor's letter of recommendation, they will receive an automated link with instructions and login. So after you add their name and email on your end of the application, they will then have this automated email sent to them. We also have additional information on our website that's helpful in figuring out who might be best suited for you and what we recommend for their commitment to look like. Letters from mentors must clearly explain these two items here. Your preparedness for the project in terms how confident do they feel that you'll be able to be successful in your project, and also how your mentor will support and assist you. So what's their commitment going to look like? Are they going to provide constant and frequent feedback? Are they going to be working in the same project alongside you? Or what will that relationship and commitment look like from the mentor's end? For the mentor's role, we really encourage you to pick someone who will help you learn and process the challenges of leadership or research activities. There should be a mutual agreement between the mentor and mentee about your individual goals, working together, and also the outcomes that you want from your project. We also would like you to pick a mentor that's available, especially if you're choosing a faculty member, as we know they can be very busy. Also plan to meet regularly with them, at least every other week, or a minimum of 5 meetings per quarter is our requirement. You are more than welcome to be more frequently if that's useful to you, however. Also know that they will be key in supporting you to present for either the research symposium or the spring celebration event. So we really hope they can stick with you long term and be there throughout the project, and also when you get to present your findings.